I'm Dr. Nadeem Sajjad Raja. You are watching my YouTube channel, Dr. Raja Nadeem Sajjad Official. Please do subscribe my channel and press bell icon button. Today I'm going to talk about kidney stones. Kidney stones are hard, pebble-like pieces of material that form in one or both of your kidneys when high levels of certain minerals are in your urine. Stones rarely cause damage, or they are rarely harmful if treated by a trained healthcare professional. Kidney stones may vary in size and shape. Their size could be up to golf ball. Small stones may pass through. Some people feel pain and sometimes they pass through unnoticed. However, large stones may stuck in the ureter. There are few other names of kidney stones, for example, renal calculus nephrolith. There are 4 types of kidney stones. The most common kidney stones are calcium stones. Calcium stones including calcium oxalate and calcium phosphate stones. Calcium oxalate stones are more common than calcium phosphate stones. Normally, extra calcium that isn't utilized by the bones or muscles goes to the kidney and is flushed out with urine. When this does not happen, the calcium stays in the kidney and join with other waste products to form a kidney stone. Second most common kidney stones are uric acid stones. A uric acid stone may form when your urine contains too much uric acid. For example, if someone is eating a lot of fish, shellfish and meat, especially organ meat, may increase uric acid in urine. The third type of kidney stones are Struve-White stones. So Struve-White stones may form after anyone suffer with urinary tract infection. They develop suddenly, quickly and become large in size. Fourth type of kidney stones are cystine stones. Cystine stones result from a disorder called as cystinuria that is passed down through families. Cystinuria causes the amino acid cystine to leak through the kidneys and into the urine. So who is more likely to develop kidney stones? Men are at greater risk as compared to females. Family history is also very common. It runs into the families. Recurrence, for example, if you already had kidney stone, so there are chances of developing another kidney stone. If someone is drinking less water, or if there is any blockage in the urinary tract, either that is a birth defect or surgery or any other reason, or if someone is suffering with inflammatory bowel disease or cystic kidney disease or hypercalciuria, hyperoxaluria, or if someone's parathyroid gland is overactive and producing more hormone, so that person is also at risk of kidney stones. If someone is obese or suffering with repeated urinary tract infection, or any patient who is taking antacids to suppress acidity, or if someone is suffering with HIV infection and taking medications for HIV infection, so these people are at risk of suffering with kidney stones. So what are the common signs and symptoms of kidney stones? Person experiences severe pain, which is throbbing in nature, especially when stone is in the ureter. It is also called as renal colic. Pain radiates from the groin area, radiates from the back of Pain radiates from back to the groin area. Person is usually restless. There is a blood in the urine, also nausea, vomiting. Urine is a foul smelly. Some patients suffer with fever, with rigors, frequent need to urinate. Due to the kidney stones, some people may lose kidney functions and they are at risk of developing recurrent urinary tract infections. So diagnosis is always based on the clinical sign and symptoms, history, and examination. So your doctor will examine you, will take full history, and blood samples will be taken for calcium, phosphorus, uric acid levels, and also kidney functions. They will check creatinine, urea, to measure the kidney functions, that whether kidney functions are affected or not affected. Urinalysis to check for crystals, bacteria, bloods, white cells in the urine. If there is a suspicion of urinary tract infection, then urine will be sent to the microbiology laboratory for culture and sensitivity. If any organism is isolated, then sensitivity, antibiotic susceptibility will be done. If any stone is passed through in the urine, then that stone will be examined. Abdominal X-ray, different imaging will be imaging test will be done. For example, abdominal X-ray, intravenous pyelogram, retrograde pyelogram, ultrasonography of the kidney. That is the preferred test. MRI scan or CT scan. So all these imaging tests will be done to check whether there is any kidney stone and what is the size of the kidney stone. Then after that, doctor will decide about the medication, and if any surgical intervention is required, then surgery will be done. If uric acid level is raised, then allopurinol will be prescribed. Thiazide diuretics will be used if needed, or if person is already on diuretics, to prevent calcium stones forming. Sodium bicarbonate or sodium citrate will be given to make the urine less acidic. Phosphorus solution to prevent calcium stones from forming. Ibuprofen, acetaminophen, naproxen will be used to minimize or control the pain. Then doctor will decide whether the patient would need lithotripsy or any other surgery. Lithotripsy is actually, it's an extracorporeal shock wave. So that breaks down the kidney stones, and then small pieces pass through in the urine, through the bladder. If surgery is required, then tunnel surgery, percutaneous nephrolithotomy. In that, the doctor or surgeon, urologist will remove the stone from the kidney, or if wherever there is, or in the urine, in the ureter. There is another procedure that is called as ureteroscopy. A small wire with a camera attached is inserted into the urethra and passed into the bladder, and then the kidney stone will be removed if that has traveled into the ureter or into the bladder. So how kidney stones can be prevented? Drink plenty of water. Restrict food which are rich in oxalate, such as rhubarb, beets, okra, spinach, Swiss chard, sweet potatoes, nuts, tea, chocolate, black pepper, and soya products. Always eat food which contains less salt and less animal meat. So if you are taking calcium supplements, please be careful about taking calcium supplements, because if they may cause calcium stones. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hope it is useful and gives you some basic tips. If you have any question, please write down in the comment section and I will answer.